Thank you, Trinity. That's so great. So, hi. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sunday Prayer Circle for RFK Jr. It is such a joy and delight to be with you. And as has become our custom, please, in the comment box, let us know where you're zooming in from so we can welcome you. Just take a moment and let us know. I've already seen several places around the country. It's such a powerful prayer circle that we have here. Such a powerful prayer field. So today's reading is, I love that, Louisiana, coming in from Louisiana, where there was just a beautiful woman that both Mr. Kennedy and I know, Sheila Lewis Ely, Dr. Sheila Lewis Ely, made her transition, and she was a very active participant in the health freedom movement and devoted, dedicated mama. So let me read to you. And so yesterday was her life celebration in New Orleans. So when I saw Louisiana, I wanted to just give a shout out to Louisiana. All right, so the reading today is by Krishnamurti. And it says, violence is not merely killing another. It is violence when we use a sharp word, when we make a gesture to brush away a person, when we obey because there is fear. So violence isn't merely organized butchery in the name of God, in the name of society or country. Violence is much more subtle, much deeper, and we are inquiring into the very depths of violence. And that was by Krishnamurti. And my husband and I were just speaking this morning about Martin Luther King, and we were speaking also about the power of words and being for something and not against something. And he read me a quote by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and he said, peace is not the absence of tension. It is where justice is present. And I've also heard that peace is not the absence of conflict. It's the absence of violence. And as Krishnamurti just spoke to, this violence shows up emotionally, mentally, physically, politically, financially, spiritually, religiously. So this beautiful circle and this movement called RFK Jr. as president is dedicated and devoted to peace. He is a man who stands for peace. He is a man that does not tarry with the sides that are being taken, and he is a unity president. So each and every person here has said yes, has taken a virtual stand for peace, for unity by being here. And each and every one of you are the representations of this vision that RFK Jr. has as president for a world that serves the highest and the best of all. So thank you, and thank yourselves for saying yes to that, for catching that vision. And it's a really powerful stand for you to take in the midst of what's happening in our world, with all that's swirling around. We get to step away from that for this time together in this prayer circle and replenish ourselves by remembering the beauty and the vision of RFK Jr. as president. It's been said that one with God is a majority. So we come together in this collective field in a united state of consciousness, and that amplifies the vibrational frequency of peace and love and joy. So each of you are the vibrational bookmarks of what this campaign is about. So it's an honor and a privilege to join together with you and hold this high state. Prayer, affirmative prayer, is a movement in consciousness. It begins with the field, creating this field of gratitude. It's a declaration of what we know to be true. We know that we live in a vibrational universe, that everything responds by corresponding to the vibrational frequency that is put out. So we get to step away from the mind think and renew our minds each and every time that we come here. Each and every time you read the email or we watch a video or you're going to attend the State of Independence, it's a reminder of what you have said yes to by voting for RFK Jr. So it's a beautiful opportunity to anchor that in your being so that when you are out canvassing, when you are out tabling, when you are hosting events, when you are doing the work of going out day after day and spreading the message, you can go out and you can feel the power that is back of you. Because we remember what this is for. This is a vision. This man, RFK Jr., caught this vision of something greater than himself, to take that mantle of president and to do all this work, and Nicole and the team and each and every one of you. So I want you to remember these words, even after this prayer circle ends, of what you said yes to, of how you are the expression, this divine expression. So we just join together and anchor that field in consciousness. Everything emerges from consciousness. So never question your choice. It is so powerful that you have said yes to this at this particular time in history when divisiveness seems to be the modus operandi, but not for RFK Jr., not for the Kennedy campaign. Miracles keep happening. We, the people, unstoppable in our uniting for love, for peace, for truth, for freedom, for advocacy, for a new way. So let's just close our eyes. And as I've said before we move into the next part, the next segment of our being together, this is an all faith prayer circle. As we know, anybody who's been on the planet for any length of time, you know that there's 31 different flavors of Baskin Robbins. There's all sorts of choices. And you know that God has been called many names in many different languages. So we don't come in here to this prayer circle to insist that this great, grand, and glorious God presence has to be called one name. And whatever you call this God of your understanding, you bring this God right into this word, into this prayer being spoken. You hold God in your heart and you speak the word, knowing that God is right where you are. So I invite you to bring your God here. Bring it. We want it. It's important. All are welcome. All are needed. It all matters. So I will pause at various times, and I invite you in those moments to speak the word. Speak the word as you feel called. And then when we close the prayer, if you feel called to say it in the particular way that is natural and native for you, please, this is what we want, right? We're America Strong. It's about unity. It's about healing the divide. Any perception of a divide, any perception of separation is merely an illusion. We join together in this beautiful prayer circle because we are honoring RFK Jr. and we are honoring the vision that he caught, that the team continues to communicate through all of the policies, through all of the information. So it is a beautiful day to be alive. It is a beautiful day to pray. It's a beautiful day to be together. I'm grateful and thankful to be here with you. So in this moment, I just invite you to exhale and allow your eyelids to close. Taking a breath in. And in your mind's eye, as we talk about the envisioning, I want you to bring into your mind's eye RFK Jr. and Cheryl Hines and Nicole. And I want you to see them radiant, surround them with love and light of the Creator. Just allow this vision of them as they are just illuminated by love, by light, by this divine presence that's Creator. And feel into the enthusiasm that you felt when you heard him declare his run for president, his declaration as an independent. And as you become aware of each and every ballot that he is on, feel into that joy and enthusiasm. Allow that to fill your entire being. And from that place, I want you to just see RFK Jr. as he is moving through every single aspect of his day. See him as he is going to the events, getting on phones, doing podcasts, going to studios, shaking people's hands, being at fundraisers, getting prepared for the State of the Independence. I want you to see him moving through every single detail, meeting with his staff, meeting with his family, doing everything that he is doing, being outside, hiking, and I want you to surround him. I want you to send him just the most beautiful love. Just see him surrounded by this presence, seeing him absolutely illuminated, seeing every single step that he's taken, seeing him vibrant, seeing him vital, seeing him filled with vitality, seeing him just filled with this enthusiasm, seeing how he is so steadfast, he is unstoppable. And just see him as he's traveling, as he's moving through all of the different paths, all the aspects of this campaign, and just seeing him strong. Seeing the crowds expanding exponentially, double, triple, quadruple, seeing all of the ballots, all of the states, his name on the ballot. see him debating. And then you can bring Nicole into this as well and see her as she's moving through the interviews and the speaking and the fundraising, see them both there, see the crowds cheering them on, seeing the enthusiasm. It is a tsunami of support, this wave of welcoming in the midst of what seems like what's happening. See the strength just building, increasing. And if anything, as you are doing this, as you are feeling into this and increasing and building the enthusiasm and the exuberance for RFK Jr. as president, as you are feeling into this, as you are seeing him move through every single step that he takes, every single activity that he is taking for this campaign, as you are seeing it, should anything arise in your awareness, any kind of question or doubt, I want you to also imagine that biodegradable, compostable trash bag where you're placing everything that returns to nothingness in there. So you are just filled up to overflowing with this joy and enthusiasm. You're seeing him, you're surrounding him, you're holding this field around him, this space. See him as he's moving, see him being sworn in, see him sitting in the Oval Office, see he and Nicole meeting, see him meeting with his appointed cabinet, seeing that this and something better just keeps happening over and over and over again, just seeing the shifts and the changes and the transformation that is happening, that is rippling out around the country. Just hold that in your heart. And now I'm going to speak the word. And how very grateful, how very thankful I am for this opportunity to dive deep into the waters of spirit and touch that place in consciousness, the hem of the garment, where I know absolutely and resolutely that all that there is good, all that there is God, all that there is love, that this infinite, invisible presence, this great God of the universe, this great presence that is called by so many names in so many different languages, answers to them all. That this presence is omnipresent, omniactive, omniscient, omnipotent, everywhere in its fullness, indwelling, surrounding, permeating, and saturating everything, everyone, everywhere. I know that this presence is my life. It's the life of each and every person in this circle. It is the life of RFK Jr. and Cheryl and Nicole and her family and the team. It is the life of each and every person, whether they know it or they don't. Right where they are, God is. And in this unified field of oneness, not sameness, but oneness, it is so easy for me to speak this word. Blessing RFK Jr., declaring that right where he is, God is, that this presence surrounds him, indwells him, walks alongside him as he moves through every single activity, from flossing his teeth to me being on interview shows to doing all that he does. He is just imbued. I see him imbued with this strength, with this divine strength of the Creator. His mind is clear. His body is strong. His heart is open. When he opens his mouth, I know that it is a living word of God that pours forth, moving across his lips and opening hearts, minds, everywhere, and specifically in the United States. That there is an awakening that is rippling out throughout the country, recognizing the divinity in this great man, that as he continues to campaign, that the response is incredibly great. Cheering, people signing, voting, just seeing the momentum continue to build and build and build, carrying across the miles, carrying across the ethers. People are excited and enthused to vote for a president that they believe in, to vote with their conscience, to know that this man stands for all the good that is possible for each and every person to have. So I know that right where he is, I know peace of mind is, peace is, joy is, clarity is, grace is, health, wholeness, vitality, vibrancy, exuberance, humility, strength. No thing can come nigh his dwelling place, for he dwells in the secret, sacred place of the Most High Good, Most High God, Most High Love. I know that he has sacred service and secret service, that he is divinely guided, guarded, protected, and his steps are ordered by the Lord, the great law of life. I know that everything is working together for his highest and greatest good. And there is a divine order that is unfolding right here, right now, and in every moment of his life. So I call forth victory. I call forth victory, victory, victory. And as I know this for RFK Jr., I know that right where Cheryl is, peace and peace of mind are, joy, creativity, brilliance, beauty. I know too that she is divinely guided, guarded, protected, and directed. Right where the kids and the grandkids are, I know that there is a magnificent coming together. There is a magnificent unity that is happening in joy and celebration. And again, blessing Amaryllis and Bobby 3 and Connor and all of the kids, just knowing that right where they are and the grandkids, that they are held so close in the bosom of this presence, and that each and all of them are part and parcel of this campaign, an integral aspect of this campaign. They are blessed. They are a blessing. Right where Nicole and Jacob and Echo are, right where Nicole is, I'm just calling forth peace and peace of mind. I know too that she is divinely guided and guarded. And I know too that Jacob and Echo and her mom and siblings, they are also held so closely. I bless and give thanks for each and every aspect of the campaign that Nicole continues to go forward and spread the message as this devoted, dedicated mother that she is, touching the hearts and minds of people around the country, around the world. I bless the team, every single member of the team. I bless the leadership team. I bless the staff. I bless the volunteers. I bless every single person who is answering this soul call to be part of the Kennedy campaign, knowing that they are blessed and they are blessings. Blessing their tireless work, blessing each and every person as they continue to show up to lead and guide the team. I bless all of the people that donate continually, giving thanks, because I know that this campaign is fueled and funded not only by each and every person who is gathered here in this circle, but by the donors too. There is such a community effort. This is a community. This is a sacred, beautiful community of lovers of good, of lovers of God, of lovers of RFK Jr., of lovers of peace. I know, as the sacred text declares, that where two or more are gathered, in the name and the nature, the vibratory frequency, the content, that which is spoken is made manifest, so that each and every person that has said yes to being here today is a divine expression of the Most High Good, the Most High God, the Most High Love, here to reveal and reflect the beauty and the talents and the gifts of God that were implanted within them. So this beautiful campaign continues to reverberate out, that there is something new and something very different about this campaign that raises up the vibration of the planet, that each and every person who said yes to being here today, and every person that says yes to being part of the campaign, that their contribution matters so deeply. And we simply surround every single person, and we surround RFK Jr. and Cheryl and the kids and Nicole and Jacob and Echo and the team. There's so much that goes into it. Every detail is important. God is in the details. God is all over this campaign. I know this. I declare this to be so. So I'm calling forth victory. I'm calling forth fulfillment, filled full with good, filled full with God, pressed down, running over with love. There is no thing, no person that can even come near this campaign. It is so magnificent. It is unlike anything that has ever happened before, and it continues to go forth and build momentum, carrying the message, carrying this man into the White House, absolutely knowing there is something so new, so visionary about this campaign and the impact, the influence of RFK Jr. into this political arena shifts it forevermore. So blessing RFK Jr., blessing Cheryl and the kids and Nicole and her family and the team and each and every person here and each and every person who is somewhere around the United States right now that is just feeling an energetic pull to listen to RFK Jr., to follow him, to sign up, to sign the ballot, to do all the things that are needed and necessary. There is something that is waking up within each and every one of them. And knowing that this and more continues to unfold even after this prayer comes to a close, I am so very grateful and thankful. I know this word goes forth and it is made manifest, and I lovingly and gratefully allow that to be. Knowing it is so, I say, so be it. Amen. Ashe, Aho, Mahalo, Hotep, hallelujah. And in your own way, however you feel called to close this prayer, please, please let it go, let it flow. And so it is. Mm. Thank you all for being here. It is a joy and an honor to be with you. I wish you all a beautiful day, and perhaps I'm going to see you at the State of Independence. You are so welcome. Who's going to go to that? Yay. All right. If you have any questions, please email, I believe it was put in there, but please email faith@teamkennedy.com. And if this prayer circle is meaningful to you at any way, please consider a love donation. It goes directly to the campaign. So I thank you. It's a joy to be with you, and I will see you at the next prayer circle. If you have a question, you can put it in the comment box, if you will. Thank you all. My joy. My joy, my joy. I'm looking for those questions. Yes. RFK all the way. Hashtag America Strong. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm looking at the comment box because I saw, yes, love always wins, Nikki. That's right. Okay. All right there. Well, I'll see you at the State of Independence. So much love for you. Peace and blessings.